Well, the GISEC Global event is on at the World Trade Centre. It started today. It runs for the next 3 days, and he's been a very busy man, so we do appreciate the show director, Nawaz Ali, is joining us via Zoom from the World Trade Centre. Nawaz, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Well, how successful has the first day of the GISEC Global event been for 2023?
It's been an exciting day today. It's been so much happening. It's amazing. We've had almost 25% more visitors compared to what we had in 2022. The number of exhibitors we had is grown by about 60%.
Wow.
That just shows the importance of cybersecurity. It's, of course, not for business, it's for the common man as well. The issue is not just a business issue or a enterprise issue. It's a common man issue as well. So it's gaining a lot of importance and traction in the market.
So when you say it's a common man issue, could you describe it in a little more detail, that why a show like or a setup like GISEC Global is important for anyone and everyone who's listening to us right now?
So if you realize the emails, the spam mails that you normally would get when it comes to people trying to get your credentials and your data, that is getting more and more sophisticated. It's not like where you could easily see a email and understand that this is somebody trying to scam me or get my data. It's getting more and more sophisticated, and that's basically the professional grade of experts that are getting into the game to con them a common man or to scam people.
Yeah.
So for them, it's important to understand what's happening. So, for example, of course, our show is mainly to do with business to business. But we also are creating an element for the public to create awareness about cybersecurity. We have Dubai Police with us who give presentations on what are the latest kind of attacks that happen, that they are aware of, that they inform people. So we create that kind of awareness so they are not duped in the same manner, if you know what I mean.
And that's an interesting one about the public, because I've just come back from a trip to go visit my parents back home, and we often joke about my parents and their struggles with technology. And my father keeps saying he can't believe all the scam messages and emails that he gets these days. And I was sort of saying to him, well, no one robs banks anymore, so criminals have had to find a new way to go about getting money and getting data. But it's a very fine line now, I think, that authorities find between needing to inform the public but also not wanting to scare them as well.
I mean, that's absolutely correct. I mean, the thing is that it's important to be aware, because obviously, if not, then people are stop going to do banking transactions, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So it's important for them to be aware of what to do and what not to do, and this is what we try to create, that kind of awareness. So people come to the show, learn from speaking and networking and listening to some of these sessions, what they should look out for, who has been conned, or who has lost money or data or information, and how it could be avoided. So it's basically a learning game, a learning curve, an awareness exercise, so that me or you do not fall prey. Because even for us, I'll be honest, I had an incident with my close relative who almost gave her OTP, one-time password on the phone, and almost lost the money because of the kind of sophistication it's come to now. It's not just emails anymore. It's about people, sending SMSs, doing calls, and using a lot of sophistication. So it plays into the cybersecurity realm, but it's all in the same platform, in the same area of issues.
No, you're right. I mean, you speak about, all of us, and we generally have this habit of thinking that, oh, this can't happen to me. Yesterday, while we were doing, the live ball action of the WPL game, one of our commentators, Charvi, her Instagram got hacked. Okay. She rushed into the commentary box saying that, guys, my Instagram is hacked. And we tried doing every possible thing. And funnily,
I noticed that, and I was thinking, oh, wow, she's just telling everyone she's bought a Bentley via crypto.
There you go. Exactly. Right. So all of this is happening. And while this is happening, funnily, the person who hacked her account is chatting with her on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Right? He is saying that, listen, don't try to log in again and again on your Instagram account. It'll get disabled and you won't get access to it. Let me just be, I will hand it over back to you.
So they were seeking a reward?
So what this guy is primarily doing is, no, nothing. She asked this guy that, listen, what do you want? Just give me. He's like, no, nothing. Just hang around. I will give it back to you. And they're just trying to push some content, probably trying to scam more people, sending out messages that, listen, I need a little favor from you, kind of thing, on behalf of this friend of mine.
That's crazy.
But then, see, and she has this 2-factor authentication, all of that in place. Despite that, her Instagram got hacked in. So, I mean,
can you imagine?
Wait, go ahead.
The level of sophistication is so... It's crazy these days.
We say it too often, but really, given how much of our lives are in the cloud or on other companies' servers, it's almost the event that no one can really afford to miss, so we can stay ahead of this curve, so that we can protect our information, our assets, our identity, our businesses. We're all what Google says about us these days, so we've got to be able to protect these things. Nawaz, for anyone who is wanting to go down there, today was day one. What are some of the major events over the next couple of days?
Oh, there's some exciting lineup of items. We have competitions, gamification competitions. There's one tomorrow which is called the Bug Bounty Challenge, where not only the professionals, but even the students in the cybersecurity field or who want to get into the cybersecurity field can come down and learn how to compete or how to get into a profession like cybersecurity, how to find faults in softwares and assets and get paid for it. Okay, so that's all about bug bounty competition tomorrow. And then day after, we have a cyberthon competition, again for the upcoming UAE community, for the youngsters to come and play and enjoy the profession itself, to excite them to get into the profession. It's not that 0 and 1s anymore. It's all about learning and playing games and make them excited about it, trying to find puzzles inside these digital games and then getting prizes for it, winning prizes, and so on and so forth. So we also have the most exciting element tomorrow, is day after tomorrow, actually. We have the $1 million prize for the World Cyber Championship.
Okay.
This is a pinnacle of professional ethical hackers. We're going to come down to compete for a $1 million prize money. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, which also, which also made me feel maybe I'm in the wrong profession. I should have been an ethical hacker.
Yeah, I love that title, ethical hacker. Yeah, it's your chance to win $1 million. It's the Cytaka World Cyber Championship, and it's going to be on there as part of the GISEC Global event, which is at the Dubai World Trade Center. Today was the first day. There's 2 more days. You cannot afford to miss this out, particularly if your business has anything to do with technology and having access to people's data. Nawaz Ali, congratulations on the first day, and thank you very much for your time today on Talk 100.3.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day, guys.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. There is a busy man. So you get down there to the World Trade Center. That is the show director, Nawaz Ali, the GISEC Global. And, we can't stress the importance of this because, compared to how we were 10 years ago, everything is passwords, usernames, bank accounts, everything is digital, and we've got to learn how to protect ourselves.
No, incredibly important. I mean, without your passwords, without your data, you're literally nothing. And this happened to me. I got this little taste of it. I was in the US and my phone bricked.
Yeah,
I was trying. Yeah, so no data, no connectivity, nothing for 3 days, and when you don't have, the only phone number that I could technically remember was my dad's number. That's it. I don't remember.
No one remembers numbers anymore.
No one does, right? So the only person I was calling was my dad. I was like, hey, Dad, how are you? What's up? What's happening? That is it. But apart from that, I had no access to emails, nothing. So just in case if something went wrong with my bank account, I wouldn't have even been notified.
Well, I've found that I've been in the UAE on and off 4 or 5 years. I've had to get my Australian phone number reinstalled because I wasn't able to access certain bank accounts.
That's right, yeah.
Without an OTP going to the original phone number that those bank accounts were set up with. True. So to change it was like, yeah, great. You want to change your number with the account? We'll send a message to the old number. Well, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
And, it is, I actually realising sometimes I get so confused. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm becoming my parents. I'm losing